So I just came from the Battlefield Portal trailer, and it seems Tom Henderson was right. It's every single fan favorite game just mixed in with everything. I have no idea how they're gonna manage to do this alongside with the base game and Hazard Zone. But anyway, it's Battlefield 3 versus Battlefield 1942 versus 2042 versus Battlefield Bad Company 2. Here's some interesting things I found in the trailer. So, the max amount of players on one single team that we saw in the trailer was 38 players, and it's in this shot right here with the US team on Caspian border. Now, I don't know if this is 38 players because there's less people on the other team. For example, they brought up on EA Play that we could see a 2042 squad facing off versus a World War II team. So we can finally review that green text meme from 2012 of who would win, a modern squad or a bunch of German soldiers. And for those I saw on Reddit, some people were doubting if the Battlefield 3 sniper existed. There he is, don't worry, he's still in there. Valparaiso exists, and I called it. I frickin' called it. So yeah, thank you Westy for using my image as a thumbnail. I have officially peaked in life, and there's no way I'm getting higher than this. We also see that natural disasters are still occurring on 2042 maps, but it's a little bit unclear if that's revised for the new maps that they're going to add in. For example, we didn't see anything like that on Caspian Border or El Alamein or any of the other maps that they showed off. Now, one thing I thought was a little bit interesting is that they use Battlefield 5 assets. For example, here's Gunther from Battlefield 5. So they're using the face models and the clothing from the summer update. Now, it's kind of obvious they want to distance themselves from Battlefield 5 and they'd rather use the 1942 name. But I'm pretty sure all of these models for the tanks and the soldiers are all from Battlefield 5. So that's kind of interesting. Now, another interesting part about this is maybe customization is coming back. Looking at these German sharpshooters, they seem to be wearing something on their head other than a helmet. Although if we follow the logic of the Battlefield 3 models they used, it just might be different classes. You know, it might not be customization. Who knows, honestly, but it looks freaking awesome. And oh, by the way, does that mean classes are coming back? Are they making a return? Hey, who knows, but I'm all for it, man. I love my classes. But also, Levolution is coming back. Now, this map obviously isn't just ripped from Battlefield 4, like the Battlefield 4 version of Caspian Border. I mean, as we can see, the foliage is completely different. In Battlefield 4, it was more of a fall theme. So I'm guessing they just really redid the maps from the ground up. And if we look at this footage from El Alamein and Battle of the Bulge, I mean, you can clearly see that this is just made from the ground up. Looks absolutely amazing. I'm not trying to get on EA's good side here, so don't worry about that. I'm just an enthusiastic fan. So some more leaks from Tom that I thought was kind of interesting. Basically, he's become the messiah of Battlefield leaks, right? So he's saying that progression is universal. You don't have to play a certain experience to level up. I'm not really sure. Does this mean that all weapons are available in the main game? For example, if I play with a World War II gun, is that gonna be available in the main game? So if I unlock customization, for example, for my MP40 or my M1 Garand, is that gonna, is that gonna affect customization in the main game? Is that gonna be reflected somehow? I don't know! And it's really interesting! I mean, this trailer was absolutely off the walls. I thought it was really freaking good. And some more stuff that he's saying is that it's going to be 40 plus weapons on launch, 30 plus gadgets on launch, and 40 plus vehicles on launch. I mean, as we saw in the beginning, we saw the Jeep that I was talking about in yesterday's video. And also he released some information about the seasons in 2042, because it's going to be a live service, so they're going to add more stuff. They're probably going to add more stuff to Battlefield Portal. They're going to add more stuff to Hazard Zone. They're going to add more everything, right? So he's writing that for each season there's going to be one new specialist with 2 new maps, 2 portal maps. So I'm guessing that's where we're going to see the remakes of, for example, Metro and stuff like that. I thought it was kind of interesting that they didn't even tease Metro, considering that's sort of like a staple of like balls to the walls action. Now, of course, it's a meat grinder. Not everybody likes that map, but come on. I mean, it's Metro. It's gonna make a return sometime. So each season, we're also getting a Hazard Zone update, which is story-driven, within parentheses. Don't really know what that means, but they've been talking a lot about integrating the story into multiplayer, so that's, I'm guessing the story is gonna come from Hazard Zone. We're gonna get 6 to 8 new weapons. Now, this is the interesting part. He writes for each mode. So does that mean, again, are the weapons that we're playing with in Battlefield Portal, are those linked to the ones that we can actually play with in the main multiplayer? Am I going to be able to run around with a Thompson? Am I going to be able to run around with an M1 Garand? Yeah, I guess that's it. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and push the subscribe button if you want. Because a lot of you people are watching my videos without subscribing. I mean, come on, I have 500 subs. You're not gonna subscribe. And as always, I love you. Thank you for watching, even though I'm not a big YouTuber. I love you. I do. I love you. And also, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Like, a really good day. Goodbye.